Okay, hey guys, looking at Tropical Storm Arthur, soon to be Hurricane Arthur. If I had to forecast it, I'd say within maybe 5 hours it should be a hurricane. Um, as you can see, we are already at 70 miles per hour, which is just short of a hurricane, less than 10 miles per hour away from a hurricane, so think of it that way. Also, when looking at NOAA, the perfect website to go to is NOAA. And let me show you how to navigate to the Hurricane Center. This can help people a lot out, actually, if you're in the Outer Banks, in areas like so. After you watch this video and find out if you're going to be affected or not, I would definitely check this out if you're going to be affected. So what we're going to do is click on NOAA, or search in NOAA in your search bar. The first thing that should come up is the right NOAA. Then you're going to go to Active Weather Alerts. Then we're going to pan over the forecast link and then go straight down to hurricanes. Click on that and this page will pull up. And you're going to see me navigate through this, so yeah. This is a depression when you see a circle. When you see a storm-looking shape with a hole in the middle, that's a storm, and then hurricane would be filled in the circle. So, and you can scroll from Eastern Pacific to Atlantic, but we're looking at the Atlantic right now. We're going to look at 50 knot wind speed probabilities real quick. And this is about to be updated, actually. But we have about 10% right now across my local area. And then around 60% in the Outer Banks. And places I want to watch, I would have previously said southern Outer Banks around this area. But now I'm going to pan that over to around Morehead City would be about my hot spot for a major city that's going to get hit. Just because, well, you'll see. Okay, now let's look at tropical storm wind speed probabilities, and this has gone up recently. Now we're at about 40% for my local area, and the Outer Banks are about 80 to 90%. So, U.S. rainfall potential, this is not going out far enough. Okay, close out of that. Now let's check out the, this is the spaghetti models, and that's basically where it just has a map of all the models' tracks. And these aren't your major models. The only major model that's actually on here that you would see on normal models is the CMC. And you can't even see that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I believe it would take a track like this, somewhere in there. Or if you would have looked at about the 12Z, which was 2 runs ago, it would have been all of them following about this red line. And now it's shifted dramatically, and when I say dramatically, I mean dramatically for 2 days out, to the west. And this is not a good sign for Outer Banks especially, because if it takes a track like this, they're on the western side of the storm. Keep that in mind, people. In the western, or the eastern part of the storm, sorry. And that's the worst part of the storm, mostly. Especially when it's inland, because obviously the worst winds are going to be what's above the ocean. Outer Banks, watch out. If I had to draw a map, it would be from here, here, to watch out for the storm. It would have just been like this, if you would have asked me earlier in the day. But my my area has dramatically increased just because it's shifted west. So, as you can see, it's really become a very big radius. They were really contracted into one place, like this, literally like all of them. You couldn't even tell which model says what, but now it's really taking it out west, and we'll just have to see if that trends or not. Now let's look at this is the radar right now. Let me try to update this just to make sure that we're up to date, and we were a little out of date, but obviously you can see the circulation. This is a well-developed tropical storm. I'd say very strong tropical storm, and like I said, within 5 hours we will probably kick it up a notch to hurricane Cat 1. This is NOAA's projected path. We see it's a hurricane really soon, and then starts to speed up. 2 p.m. tomorrow, it's already a hurricane, and this would be about, I don't know, 6 a.m. I don't know what that's going to be, but probably before you wake up, it'll be a hurricane. Then we see track right here. They're gonna update this pretty soon, and I'm willing to bet some money that it's gonna track a little bit further west. Like everything you see on the track here is gonna be about on the very western edge of the circles. That's where it's gonna track, and then it's gonna do more like this. This is the surge, and you can see the surge is going up a lot into these areas, and this updates sooner than everything else. So that's what leads me to believe that they're actually seeing that it's probably going to affect areas further north, all the way up into even portions of Delaware and Maryland could be affected by this system. Let's check out, first we're going to look at the Gfs model. Sorry this is such a long video, but I really just need to get this out there. And this is the hour. This is how many hours out, and then this is the date. So it's in military time. And 24 hours. It's hitting land of northern South Carolina coast. Then you can see it's dramatically speeding up. 6 hours later, it's already hitting, almost about to hit Morehead City. 36 hours out, 6 a.m. on Friday. We're starting to hit, like I said, Morehead City. Then by hour 42, we're hitting Norfolk and Virginia Beach, mainly Virginia Beach. Norfolk might be just too far west. But like I said, if they keep this trend, they're going to get bigger and bigger just because that's how models do it. They're more accurate. They're just going to make a little blob this far out. That's how they do it. It becomes higher quality as they learn. Actually, there's something we could probably look at here. We'll look at the high-res NAM. This is a high-resolution model. And if you look at simulated reflectivity, we'll be able to see this. I don't know if NAM hasn't taken up on the very far west idea quite yet, but as you can see, the front weakens as the hurricane hits, and it has a well-developed eye. Within 24 hours, it starts to develop an eye, and then by the time it's off the coast of North Carolina, it has a well organized eye, and you can see that's what's hitting the Outer Banks people. That means that's where the low pressure is centered at. That's telling you that that's where the track is. And then by the time it gets out of here, it has a lot more precipitation because it mixes with whatever this system is, I believe. Kind of. But I believe there might be a way to look at winds here, yeah. We'll see the wind forecast. They've taken it a little bit further east, and this is high res, so it's going to be more higher quality, but probably less. Not as good of a forecast. So for my area, we're looking at generally 50 knots, which is a moderate tropical storm winds. But like I said, if you looked at the GFS winds, it's looking a lot higher. And NAM is kind of up there, but it's a moderately good model. It was one of my favorite models for snowstorms last year, but it wasn't really good for anything else so far, as I have seen. So we're gonna go for, if I can even find this. Okay, let's see. It's so hard to navigate. Okay, here it is. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay, as you can see, with this one, the low pressure is centered here and it's literally west of the Outer Banks. So they're going to get the, like I said, eastern side's the worst. They might actually get the eastern side, which is pretty bad. And it shows it actually getting bigger as it heads north, but it's at its peak when it's off the shore of New Jersey and New York, but it's well offshore. If it wasn't well offshore, it wouldn't be that strong, so keep that in mind. But for my local area, this model would show around 68 to 72 miles per hour, which would add up to about 85 miles per hour. That's knots. This is knots, so that would be about 85 miles per hour. That's strong. That's Cat 1 winds, and then out here, that's about Cat 2. Maybe even higher, I don't know. But models, I was like, I get hit by a train wreck when I saw this. Like, I was really confused, and I didn't even see it coming. So let's check out the winds by the gems. I haven't even seen this yet, so let's just let it be a surprise for all of us. They even have winds. Might have to go to a different area. Oh wait, I think I saw it. This is a long video, but this is well needed, like I said. And they give us about for coastal areas, it gets us about 36 knots, 34 to 36. And then if you're a bit inland, I see about 28 to 30 knots. So, and then it heads up. And Cape Cod, it shows some better winds. But yep, that about finishes up this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to inform everybody about this. This is my kind of unorganized video, just showing you guys my just the model runs and stuff. So no forecast here. Forecast is out tomorrow. Official forecast will be out I don't know, sometime in the evening, early evening. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye now.